Hey guys, I hope you're ready for a video in which I'm gonna be reading many things because everything is in German. Okay, quiz question. Can you name the 4 most important German musicians in the history of pop music? Come on! That's the thing, I couldn't come up with many artists, so I decided to make a video about this. Where are the most important and influential German singers? Let's go guys. So the first artist that I'm gonna mention is, of course, Nena. At the beginning it was a band and later she was just as herself. And even if some people consider her to be a one-hit wonder, actually in Germany she has a very long career. Her real name, and I'm gonna butcher your ears, is Gabriele Susanne Kerner. Of course, she's better known as Nena, and she's a German singer and songwriter who rose to fame in 1983 with an international hit. Of course, you know the song, it's 99 Luftballons. And just some interesting facts about her that I didn't know. For example, in the same year the band re-recorded the song into 99 Red Balloons and they sold over 25 million copies worldwide. This made her the most successful German singer in chart history. Then something really interesting, Nena's first album, which is called Wunder, gscheh'n, Miracles Happen, was released the 5th of November of 1989. And actually the title of the album relates to the fact that she was pregnant with twins. But accidentally, it was released 4 days before the fall of the Berlin Wall. And the fact that she performed this song 3 days after in concert für Berlin, it has caused that people have always associated this song with this event. And guys, I'm not gonna analyze in detail her whole career, but in 2002 she made a comeback, celebrating her 20th anniversary with the release of the album Nena feat. Nena, consisting of newly arranged recordings from her 1980s hits. For example, I have to admit that I was super addicted to the song Any Place, Anywhere, Anytime back in 2002, I remember, or 2003. Which was an English-German duet with the artist Kim Wilde, and it was a super hit all over Europe. And some kind of stupid trivia that 99 Luftballons charted in the USA, while the English version, 99 Red Balloons, didn't chart at all. Moving on with the second artist, I didn't know of the music at all before, which is called the Toten Hosen. The Toten Hosen. Sorry again for butchering the German. So this band was extremely famous in the 80s and they chose this name, the Toten Hosen, because it literally means the dead trousers. But it comes from the German idiom Hier ist Tote Hose, which means there is nothing going on there, it's boring there, you just take your own conclusions. Some interesting facts. All band members are self-taught musicians. And at the beginning of the musical career, some of them were still at school, quite young, and the first album in studio was recorded in a studio rented by The Hour. The band is reputed to have played for free in the early years at private birthday parties or similar events if they paid them with beer, which I find kind of curious. So the host had to provide them with unlimited beer and had to cover all the costs of the damage that they had done. In 1988, they released their commercial breakthrough called Ein kleines bisschen Horrorschau, a little bit of horror show.
Unter den Wolken gibt's keine Starterlaubnis mehr.
And it was an album referencing A Clockwork Orange. For the most part, they haven't changed substantially from the early style, choosing power chords, straightforward lyrics, simple melodies, or anthem-like kind of choruses.
Why can't you just leave me alone? Solitude is a faithful friend.
And some influences on the music of the Toten Hosen include hardcore, punk, punk blues, heavy metal, thrash metal, and hard rock.
Drei kleine Jägermeister gingen ins Lokal. Dort gab's zwei Sticks mit Boden.
Let's continue with the most successful artist in here, which I didn't know, which is Herbert Grönemeyer. Herbert Grönemeyer focuses on genres such as pop, pop rock, soft rock, and he has a high popularity in countries such as Austria, Switzerland, Germany.
Womit darf ich das verdienen, dass der mich so blöde angrient?
He's also quite well known because he appeared in the film Das Boot, The Boat. The film is from 1981 and he plays Lieutenant Werner. Also, his album 4630 Bochum is the third top-selling album in the whole history of German pop music.
Gib mir mein Herz zurück. Du brauchst meine Liebe nicht. Gib mir mein Herz zurück.
But his album Mensch, Man, is at number one. It was during the early 80s when he focused on his music, but at the beginning he didn't have much success. With his two albums Total Egal 1982 and Gemischte Gefühle from 1983. They failed and the tour concerts had to be cancelled.
Alkohol ist das Tatsache, auf dem du stehst. Alkohol, Alkohol.
But he finally achieved success in 1984 with the album Bochum, which is the name of the city he used to live. In particular with singles such as Nena, Man and Flugzeuge im Bauch, planes in the stomach.
Und weil schwant und glaubt, sich anlehnt und vertraut. Und weil lacht und weil lebt.
He's a very prolific musician. He has released 15 albums and 11 of them has reached number one. Even today, his album Tumult has reached the top position in the German and Austrian charts. And now let's try something in English, something very international and something that everybody knows.
No good, can't you see, brother Louie, Louie, Louie? I'm in love, set you free. Oh, she's only looking to.
What about Modern Talking? Modern Talking was a German pop duo consisting of arranger, songwriter and producer Dieter Bohlen and singer Thomas Anders. Of course, they have been referred as the most successful German pop duo, reaching top 5 in so many countries.
Cheri, Cheri, lady, living in devotion. It's always like the first time. Let me take a
And in case you've been living in a cave isolated, the most popular singles are You're My Heart, You're My Soul, You Can Win If You Want, Cheri, Cheri, Lady, Brother Louie, Atlantis is Calling, Geronimo's Cadillac.
You're my heart, you're my soul. I'll be holding you forever.
They first formed in 1983 in Berlin, but they became successful in 1985 with the song You're My Heart, You're My Soul. They became immensely popular, reaching top 10 positions in 35 countries, guys. 35 countries. They worked together from 1983 till 1987, and then they disbanded. And then after they split in 1987, Bohlen formed his own project called Blue System, enjoying several high chart positions, while Anders went solo. Then they reunited in 1998 and made a super successful comeback. They recorded and released music from 1998 till 2003. The first comeback album, Back for Good, contained 4 new tracks, and also they remixed some of the previous hits. And that was it, guys. You can write in the comments. You can smash this like button. You can always subscribe, and if you liked it, just stay with me for next week.